Red dot.
Hi, this is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan is Wallpaper. And my last two videos were in the same place which we are now. And that was on the ceiling that we just did. And it looks pretty good despite the fact that we haven't yet painted the ceiling fully. So it just looks beautiful. I love doing repairs and enjoying the fruits of my labor. Now what we're going to do is we're going to install Grasscloth on an accent wall. Now we have about 32 feet of wall space. So we took that number, divided it in half, and came up with a point on the wall at which the center is, okay? And so what I did was I marked the center, not with a pencil on this kind of paint. I took a piece of tape and I just made my central mark. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that's your center. You could do this with a pencil or any other way. This is how a wallpaper professional will determine where his or her seams are going to land. So this is what I did. I put my wallpaper just to see which would be better. Now you know that, see, we're hanging Grasscloth. And so one of the disadvantages, if you can say it, it's actually one of the things that adds to the beauty of Grasscloth, is the fact that you can see the seams. And so because you can see the seams, you want to make sure that your seams are symmetrical and that they're planned out properly on an accent wall. Which means what? That you have the same amount of space on the last sheet on your left as you do on the last sheet on your right. And so we find the center. Now, there's two ways to treat the center. You could put the center of the wallpaper on the center, and then you go from there. Or you could simply put the right edge of the wall covering on the center, and then the left on the edge, the left of your right sheet. What I think determines whether or not you'll go in either direction is where the seams will land after you do that. Just follow me. I'm going to do it quickly, but this is pretty much what I did. I'm spacing out my seams, and I'm getting a general idea of what my last sheet will look like if I do it in either A or B fashion. And so here I have it. I have a pretty good amount of paper left over for this last sheet. And that's why I'm going to do it this way, because here's what happened when I did it with Plan B. I went like this, I put my seam on the center, and then I went like this, and I'll just fast forward. I came all the way over to here, and I only had about 3 inches of wallpaper. Do you understand what I mean? I only had a few inches, and that's not going to look good. So I said, I'm going to use, you see, you have to plan out how you do the wallpaper. And so this is about 26 inches of space. That's a good amount of wallpaper to have on each side. You ever see when people do bathrooms, you go to a restaurant and you look in the corner and there's like 3 inches of tile, when you got like an 18-inch tile? That doesn't look right. And so you have to determine from the center where your seams are going to end. You certainly don't want to wind up with a strip of wallpaper. You put up this beautiful wallpaper and you forgot to plan, and then you wind up with a strip this big. It really looks bad. Okay, so we've just planned out the wallpaper. We've set up our tables, and this is Grasscloth, so we've got to be very careful not to get glue on the front of the wall covering. So we're going to do this with 2 people. And we're going to roll the glue with a paint roller on the center, leaving the edges for last. And then we're just going to do a special procedure with the roller where we simply roll from the center and roll with an upward motion so as not to get the fibers from the roller onto the good side of the wall covering. So there you have it. That's your planning for your accent wall with Grasscloth. This is Spencer Colgan. Please click on like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next one.